everyone. Technical issues again this morning, but not as bad as before. Go ahead and hit that. And we're going to add on Instagram today. No, don't touch. Just minimize. Yeah, that'll work. So yes, so we're on Instagram as well as a few others. We've added Scott on two different Facebook accounts today as well. So we're going to get all of that taken care of while you guys come in. Hopefully you'll be in shortly. Restream is also having technical difficulties, so please let me know if you're seeing or hearing us. I know we show ourselves, so.
We look cute as ever.
Okay, I know you do, but right now I just
Don't feel cute today.
no, actually, yeah, I feel wonderful today.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So I just want to make sure we're up and running. I need to get your Facebook on your phone so I can make sure that it's up and running as well.
I need my phone.
I need your phone. Yeah. He didn't go far. Oh, hi, Pam. Hi, Donna. Good. I'm glad you guys can hear us. Like I said, Restream is having difficulties this morning as well. So we've added new channels today for Scott. So we have to make sure they're up and running and back and forth. I need you to open it up and get into the Facebook. Okay. So good morning, all. Why don't you tell us what you did why you weren't here last Friday?
Last Friday, there is this place in California, north of Palm Springs, called Landers, California. In that area, there's nothing but some people living on these very dusty lots along this main highway. But there's a dome out in the distance. It looks like what are those things that they look at stars with? The telescope.
Telescope. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, big dome. Long story short, this thing originated with some energy of some people in the 50s. They were brainiacs. One guy was an engineer, and somehow this guy supposedly got a download from beings from Venus, gave him plans to build this place. And it's basically a big, huge dome with wooden beams on the inside. There's no nails. They wouldn't dowel the whole thing together. The whole point of the deal is they call it a sound bath, and it's essentially like one gal playing 15 crystal bowls in this environment that every person feels exactly the same vibration. So a person close to the bowl gets the same energy field that the person furthest from the bowl, and everybody's laying on these mats on the inside thing. It's the acoustical experience is quite mesmerizing. When you walk out of there, you're not really sure what's happened. People I was with, one had headaches for 3 days that went away, and she's been feeling improvements in her body health-wise just for the next 3 days after she got home. Myself, I'm not sure what's going on yet, but the acoustics were amazing. There was a spot in the center of the thing you could just stand there and talk, and your whole body resonated. I had never felt anything like that. It was head to toe. Quite the experience, and you have to. It's called Integraron, Integraron, Landers, California. Look it up, and you can get the whole skinny on reserving a place and going to visit and having a session, and it was quite the experience. The only thing that would have been better if I had gone to Venus personally. So there's way more to the story than that, but the website could fill you in on details. But it was quite the experience to go. Big Bear Lake is near there. So what we did when we went over the night before and stayed, it's about 5 hours from where we are, and toured Big Bear, and then went down to Integraron in the morning, and then drove home, being here in Phoenix. So that's something you can put on your docket to explore. There's along those lines, and I haven't been there yet. There's a place here in Phoenix called the Ascension Dome. I don't know what that's about. It's something to do with Tesla coils, or somebody was talking about that.
Yeah,
it just entered my life lately. So another thing to go explore. Maybe the Venetians are there. Who knows? They're out there somewhere.
Well, with the Cirrus portal opening, the third through the
I hadn't heard about that.
777.
Oh.
Since it is normally 7-7, but this is the 7th year, it's a 777 portal. So there should be a whole lot more energy. I'm still researching that. And the people on the other side of that are the Syrians, not to be confused with Syrians here on Earth, but this is an advanced culture, very technically advanced and high spiritual.
I had a taste of that when Gabriel entered my life. There was some indication that those guys were tied in there too. It never went very detailed, but I did have a snippet of the word Syrian come in, so I went, oh, okay.
And what I'm told is that the vibration coming through will be high frequency for freedom.
I'm up for that.
Yeah, and I'm wearing my Feeling Free t-shirt. So yeah, but freedom. And the last time that there was a 777, there were a lot of conflicts going on, and that was on July 7th, 2014. And I have a whole list of what happened that day, at least what made the news. And it's very strange. A lot of it had to do with Russia and Ukraine, of all places.
In
2014.
Trying to think back what was going on in 14.
It was at that, I have a whole list and I can always pull that up, but it was pro-Russian Ukrainians protesting.
Interesting.
And now, yeah, it's been flipped.
If you believe what you hear, who knows?
Well, we hear from the Russians too, and they say, those people are bad. But then they invaded Georgia too. But we're not here about that today because it's all about the Gabriel Project, you, and the messages from the Gabriel Collective.
Yeah, let's see what they've got on their minds. Who's here?
Interesting.
Hello, good morning, Gabriel. Who's Donna Travers?
Donna Travers is from Ireland, and we talked to her 2 weeks ago regarding the love of her life coming into her life sometime soon. Oh no, I think it was 3 weeks ago that we talked to her about that. Leticia Potier. I can't remember where I'm sorry, Leticia.
Feel free to refresh our memory.
Yes, please.
Here, Leticia.
Yeah. And let's see. Well, Donna, the way we do things here is whatever messages that the Gabriel Project, the Gabriel Collective is wanting us to tell you. And also psychically, if Scott feels like that you need cards, then he'll ask you the numbers. What?
Donna, not to sound bizarre, but as soon as I saw your name, I got the picture of a cow. You live on a farm. The reason I'm asking because I clearly got the image of a cow and the energy, or like a dairy cow. I'm seeing a lot of those on Instagram, and where that goes with me is.
Yes, Leticia. I thought it was South Africa. I just want to say. Okay. So Donna, I know you're in Northern Ireland. Are there cows nearby?
I just see you alone. You need animals around you. A cow is a really big animal. It's hard to miss. I don't know how you can cuddle them, but people do put pictures of those on Instagram. But I see you in the middle of a field with a cow. You need to connect with something that's grounded, is my take on that.
Okay.
And the other thing is, you got to narrow, you're scattered. You got your energy all over the universe. Bring down to some, what would I say, refined thoughts. You got to get yourself centered, grounded, and just relax. You've got yourself all wound up on so many channels, you can't focus on anything. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I say that affectionately, with much love and concern. But I'm anxious to see you settle down. Go buy a cow. I've heard baby cows are pretty cheap. The problem is where do you put it as it gets bigger?
I was going to say the cost is later on,
Yeah.
I would think. Definitely later on.
What's the
Okay.
fish you got going? You looking for something general? You got a specific.
What do you feel like?
I get flowers.
Leticia.
A lot of flowers are
Uh-huh.
you flower.
Because she's asking, she would love a message,
I
please.
see that.
And Afia is in too. Hi, Afia. It's always good to see you as well.
Oh, okay, Leticia. Here's my thought. I'm getting this sense that I'm getting loneliness. I'm getting closed off. You want connection with something, but you got to reverse that. Go buy flowers for 3 people you know today, and just take them flowers. Tell them you're thinking about them. You got to send your energy out rather than pulling it in. And I hope that makes sense. If it does, feed me back, because I don't know. I'm not crazy, but that's what I'm getting.
He's not crazy.
They're showing me some literally a little bouquet of flowers. And there's somebody you need to tell that you care about them. I'm getting goosebumps on that one.
Yeah.
And
which means it's strong. So
make sure there's no bees in the flowers.
Yeah, I don't know what they would. I mean, she's from South Africa, so I don't know what they would have there.
Yeah,
I mean, I have no idea.
Okay, flowers.
Yeah, but I'm at the bees, so I don't know.
Oh, I was being smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Hey, believe me, it does happen. I went to a coffee shop not too long ago, and I was going, "What is all that noise?" Bees were by the front window, and they were inside and outside.
What do they call it? A swarm? Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just, I've never seen anything like that. And not only that, but they were dying.
Ah.
On the floor, there were a lot of dead ones. It's like, how can you guys do this? I mean, allow that to happen. They shouldn't be in there in the first place. And they're trying to get out. That's why they keep hitting the window. Yeah, the glass. So it just, I had to get out of there.
I have bees in the shed back there. I've become very sensitive to bees. A shed on my backyard. They like it. So I just let them live there. And I wear a bee hat on.
Oh,
there we go.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful.
But you're supposed to buy three bouquets of flowers.
3 different people.
Yep.
So if thank one person, there might, I'm feeling that there might be 2 others that might feel a little bit miffed if they didn't get something. Even, well, he's saying bouquet, I'm saying
just saying a little
with chocolates. Oh, you were thinking about,
oh, chocolates work too.
They always work.
I like chocolate.
For work she did for me with chocolate. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Hey, you can't go wrong. Flowers and chocolate.
Yeah.
Especially friend to friend.
Yeah, and roses and organic roses and chocolate. I'd seen 2 ladies make some confections with those, with that, and I could almost smell the roses and chocolates together. I have no idea how, but it was like, well, there is a Claire for that. And it just smelled so good watching them make this, and it was for a Valentine's anyway. Hello, Miss Shauna. Naturally Divine Goddess is in as well. Thank you so much for stopping in. She had her 50th episode of Tea Time. She does that every Monday.
Oh, cool.
She starts with Tea Time. Who do you see? Oh, message please. Afia. Yes. Afia. Oh, go back. I don't know what my problem is with my memory today, but Afia comes in quite often. She is great.
Afia, fill me in. You have a great personality, or whatever, but you don't let people see it. You got to shine, girl. Let that door open.
Yeah.
Why are you so shy? Who told you shouldn't smile more? Very gentle nature is what I'm getting.
And I think we read her Tuesday or Wednesday. Which one was it?
What I'm hearing is getting gear. There's something you're supposed to be doing that you're dragging your feet on.
And she does come to a lot of ours and gets readings from us, all of us. So I know we're all here for her.
Why am I seeing a vacuum cleaner?
For Ophia, you're seeing a vacuum cleaner?
Yeah.
Is she inviting people over?
It means one of two things. Either your house needs to be vacuumed or something sucks. I have no other correlation.
Sorry.
The vacuum cleaner's in a corner.
Hello,
You're supposed
Louis.
to use it.
Tuesday. Okay, yes, I did read for you Tuesday. And I felt that you were doing a lot of improvements. What I'm feeling right now is, he said vacuum cleaner, and she's laughing.
Yes.
And and I'm feeling you need to invite people over. That's what I'm feeling. Because you were saying she needs to get out and not be so shy.
The house is, you're closed down. The
Yeah.
house is dark. You're locked in your house, and the vacuum cleaner's in the corner. There's no energy in the house. Do something to open the curtains, get some sunlight in there. Brighten that dark corner is. There's a lot of dark energy where that vacuum cleaner is.
Oh.
Maybe it's an evil vacuum cleaner.
Okay, get some sage. Get some white sage. Sun's Eye. I think that's the name of the. Hold on a minute. I should have my spray with me. But if you don't want to burn sage, they do make. I did find it.
I want you to get out of the house. You got to get into a group, hang around some people. You're withering away.
But you do need to clean up your house as well. This is Sun's Eye, and this is white sage clearing spray. So open the windows, open the doors, spray this around, especially around that vacuum cleaner.
Change the filter. Okay. Just something else. You got to get the energy moving in there.
Okay. And then do that 15 minutes later, after everything gets cleared up. Then take the Palo Santo, and that'll bring in the positive energy. Okay. I hope that helps you on that. But when you said vacuum, it seems like she needed to bring people over. So she's got to get outside, find a group, and then after she cleans up the house, the energy in the house, I'm not saying your house is dirty. I was just saying the energy in your house. Then I'm feeling you need to invite them over. You need to be more social.
You've got to connect yourself, because I see you walked away. And we got Jeanette Coramoli.
Yes, and she is also from Ireland. We have two Ireland.
That would explain the clover and the rainbows and green heart.
And she does like green. That's one of her favorite colors.
Okay, Jeanette, pick a number, one between 1 and 34. Let's see what they want you to see. Let's see if she's burning the sage.
Oh, Afia, all indoors. Go out. I do burn the sage. Oh, good. But make sure you do it around the vacuum, even if you have to lift up the vacuum.
Yeah, there's something about that vacuum.
See, he didn't like the vacuum. Get it, clean that filter. 17.
Go get a shark. Ooh.
Yeah, sharks are good.
17 for. Can you see that? We're backwards. Why is it not backwards on your screen?
Oh, I'll fix yours. Hold on a minute. Let me fix it. Oh, okay. May I have your mouse, please?
Have a mouse.
Yes, we're at one desk, so it's a little different than normal, and we're going to get rid of the mirror. Okay, there you go. Mirror is gone.
Ooh, look at that. I'll look
Hold on a minute.
already.
We're going to get
backwards.
Work on your camera, video. Okay, upgraded the video. There you go.
There we go. Just like in the movies. Except my hands backwards. I'm a dentist do this. Anyway, you can see cute card, a lot of feminine energy. 17, Jeanette, green heart. okay, somebody hurt your feelings lately, but I don't want you to lock in on letting what they think affect you. That's their issue, not yours. And you've got two choices: believe what they said or don't believe it. It's their viewpoint, not yours. You've got to claim your own energy and your own, shall I say, belief in who you are. I ran into this the other day. I talked to a guy that he'd been beat up and bullied as a kid. And in that process, it happened to him enough, he believed what people told him. And now as an adult, he's still dealing with that stuff. And I couldn't get to him fast enough, energetically enough. I couldn't hug him. I couldn't shake it out of him, but I had to just explain, hey, it's what's up here on your side, not an analogy. I love this story. I met a gal in some mentoring years ago. She loved to sing. She would sing in the shower. She'd sing in her house, and the little girl just sang. She ended up in a school where there was a choir. They were doing a thing for the parents one night. The teacher of the choir asked her to mouth the song and not sing it with any tone because her vocal is so off, and it just devastated her. She said she stopped singing from then on. She just got that 3-second comment from that choir director just shattered her life until she realized years later when I'm talking to her, she said, hell with it. She was just started singing again. But the point being, don't let those 3 seconds of what somebody spends saying something to you affect you. You've got to be who you are. You might look at the situation, analyze it, and evaluate, and move from there, but don't shut down. And know they're doing the best they can, or they'd be doing something better.
Yeah, and don't take it personally. It's basically they're projecting their shortcomings, their anger, and everything onto you, and it has nothing to do with you. So I know it's hard not to take things personally, but once you start doing it, it makes it so much easier for you. It really does. And I would like to recommend the 4 Agreements by Don.
Ooh, that's a good book.
Yeah, Miguel Ruiz, I think, and it's really good. It'll help you, and it also will help with those 3-second things from teachers that should never have been said to you when you were a kid. It'll help you release those as well. Okay.
It's amazing. I had 2 mentors, 2 different versions of this thing. Who you are right now is a result of something between like 13 and 18 minutes of your entire life of people saying things to you that you got locked in between your ears in terms of believing or not believing. I mean, isn't that amazing? So you live 100 years and 18 minutes of that has shaped who you are.
Yeah.
Scary in a way. That were that easy to damage.
Yeah, I thought I saw you on YouTube earlier, but I'm going to go back, Linda, and double check. Yes, I did see that, Linda.
No.
Linda Solis.
Solis.
Yeah. And I did see you on YouTube as well. I'm sorry I didn't say your name quick enough, but we do see you. We see everyone on here, so it's good. Lewis is in as well. Sorry, I didn't mention you earlier. Okay, Lewis Black.
On with Lewis. I missed him. Let me scroll through here.
Oh, okay. Well, I pulled him up here.
Should we go back to Lewis?
Well, Linda was in first, so did you want to?
Linda
Solis.
What?
Yeah, it's the only one we have in.
Yeah,
I know. There's Linda.
So Linda, what's happened to you?
I'm on both now. No worries. I know you're not worried about it. I know you're not. But we love having you in, and you in the chat helps everybody else too.
If you get a little dog popped in and I saw your name, little brown dog, terrier. Just I have to ask.
No, I saw, yeah, but I'm going back and forth because, like you said, yours is up and mine is down.
Go cross-eyed.
At the different screens and all. Yeah. Just waiting on.
And we got it's interesting the pictures people put on with their names.
Yes.
I'm on both. Now, when she says she's on both here, she sits on two different screens.
We might be on her laptop and her phone. I'm not sure, but yeah, two different things. And anybody coming in from for Instagram, I don't see anybody yet, but Scott's Instagram account is under Gabe Reveals. And if you guys go on that, we'd love you to, but we'd also like you to go. Hi, Diana. We'd also like you to go over to Gabe Reveals at Facebook too. There's only 2 followers right now, but we're hoping because of Instagram only being formatted for the phone that those followers on Instagram come over to, you have 2 phones, Linda. Okay. But the Instagram followers come over to Facebook so they can see and hear us instead of just hear us. Because like I said, Instagram is formatted for the phone only. Yeah, phone and Android. Which do you prefer? Android or the iPhone? I know which. I don't do iPhone, so.
That was it. I went from Android to iPhone. Starting all over. Being the technical expert that I am.
Yes.
I would be moving resumes to
Okay, we'll get Diane in a little bit. Letitia Busby, Android. Okay, hi, Letitia. I don't remember seeing you before, but thank you for coming in. Oh, speaking of new people, let's do a little bit of graphics while, oh, I like my Samsung. Yes, that's my favorite too. Hold on just a second. And while you're thinking of Linda and all, I'm going to go to graphics for a little bit. Okay, somewhere. There they are.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Wow, what is going on? I'm looking back and forth. You didn't even go to graphics that I saw. So I don't know what was going on. I'm going to try one more graphics.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
But yours recovers before mine does. And I'm the one with the graphics. Anyway, Restream is having connection issues, so we'll stay away from graphics for a little bit. What do you got for Linda Solis?
Linda Salas.
Yeah, are we back on with sound and everything now, Linda?
No sound.
Yeah. Okay, I hear you now. Good. Thank you. Okay.
I'm not ignoring you, Linda. I'm scanning the universe. Yeah, everything is good. I feel something just came to conclusion. either some loose strings got tied up or something's happened to you. Either you met somebody, some situation worked out, and for the moment you're in good hands, and I'm sort of getting you're high on life. However, if you want this to continue with whoever this person or situation is, don't push the results. Let it take itself and be flexible with who they are, because I think these people or this situation is going to test you a little bit. Just go, okay, rather than trying to make it go another direction. Just be on the raft in the river and let it take you wherever it's going. Don't try to alter the course. I think there's some energy there that's going to test your patience, but I get a good feeling about the outcome. If that makes any sense.
Hey.
Letitia. She said, Letitia Busby is her first time.
Yes. But we were going to go to Lewis next.
Okay.
So let me find Lewis.
Lewis Black?
Yes. And he's from Tuesday night class, if you remember.
Probably remember my son. I keep forgetting to go to that.
Did I message you last Tuesday?
I ended up working.
Oh, okay.
Brain dead.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure everybody comes in who wants to. Bonnie misses it too. And Susan. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm getting there. Lewis, where'd you go? Can you find him? He said good afternoon.
Yeah.
Everybody. Oh, there he is. I found you.
Lewis. I know he's here somewhere on my screen, but I don't know where he is.
Okay, he's here now.
Oh, he said, how's everyone today? Lewis Black.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis, anything going on with you? Are you just sort of hanging out? What's the word? High on life?
I think a lot of things are going on with him.
Lewis. I'm getting some kids around here, Lewis. Middle-sized kids, not teenagers, but not babies. Oh, I see them standing behind you, if that's the case. Unless they aren't kids, and maybe they're animals. I see kids. Anyway, the impression I've got, whatever I'm picking up behind you as being something smaller than you in the human form, they're wanting attention from you that I think is not going their direction. There's somebody starved for affection, and I want to say either grandkids or nieces, nephews, if they aren't your own. Somebody just, and I want to go little boy, and so I want you to turn around and embrace them, let them know you're there, and because somebody's feeling left out, and it's probably nothing intentional on your part. Just I'm urging you to be more conscious, more aware, because here's what I think's happening. You look at them and think, oh, they're okay, but they're not letting you know the connection they really are. What I want to say in need of, or they're longing for, they wouldn't ask you. They're expecting, but they don't know how to ask and get it. So I'm getting that there's some, whatever you're experiencing is somebody's misacting, misbehaving, negative attention. That's what it is. Somebody's misbehaving to get attention because negative is better than nothing. So whoever is out there testing your patient's little person's body, I would hug them, squeeze them, tickle them, read them stories, do something. Interesting story. My other half was at church some weeks ago, and when she was little, her dad would sing her the Lord's Prayer until she got to be a teenager. Then she told him to knock it off. But she was at church. The choir booth was empty. The preacher was talking about something about the Lord's Prayer came up on the screen, I guess, in the word, and she looked over and she saw her dad, who is not physically alive, and he was holding thumbs up, and it jolted her, and she looked back at the screen, looked back over at the seat, and he was gone. The point being the Lord's Prayer and the connection and all of that. So it doesn't have to be Lord's Prayer, but sing this kid a song. About my life, Letitia.
Um,
Tell me where we are.
yeah, we're getting ready for Letitia, but she wants to know what we do. Can you explain the Gabriel Project? And
If I knew what I would do, I would tell you. I have a bumper sticker that says, I do what the voices in my head say. I can show it to you over here, and they're for sale if you want them. I had them made to go to psychic fairs. Anyway, what we do, I think of myself as a messenger. I think Julie would say the same thing. I have been through so much in my life. I'm down the road. I got answers just because I've been through the situations. They use me to individually connect with people. And my hope is that I connect with you and give you some aha moments, as does Julie, and just give you a new way to look, because that's what life's about. You go through these situations that teach you, and either you learn from them or you get to have the situation over again. My preference is only to do it once. And so we are here to assist you in whatever direction we think we can send you. My daughter's murder, and what do I do now? What can you tell me? What's daughter's name? I find this all very intriguing because there are people that actually excel in this stuff, in forensics type things. Tina might be able to hook her up better, but daughter's name is, I got questions on this one. Else. Is that it? Summer
Lachey.
That's a good, I would not know. How old was she? One of the questions you keep going on. Summer is the first name, or Summer last summer is when it happened? Oh, that's her whole name.
Yes. Yeah. 23.
I was going to say 13, but that's half of what she is, so 23. Truly, the only thing I would be getting is she seemed very depressed. Is there any chance that she would have hastened her own departure on her own?
First name, yeah.
Neither here nor there, and I'm certainly no expert in any of this stuff. Like I say, if you wanted to email us or something, we could maybe connect you with people that are more gifted in that area. It's not a specialty of mine.
Well, can you check? Because you feel like you're on the verge. Does Gabriel have anything specific for her?
Let's play with that a minute. Interesting thought.
Because your breathing changes a little bit.
Oh.
And that's what happens when he's channeling Gabriel's and his collective.
Well, here's the words that's showing up in my head. Excuse me as I drift off here. We wish to apologize for our departure from this subject. In this moment, we want you to understand that answers will be forthcoming for you soon. There are interactive personalities in the situation that have not come to light yet. And as you patiently await the outcome of information and understanding of the true cause of the incident, life will fall into place more for you. We wish to surround you with the knowledge that you are being comforted by energy near you at this time that is trying to neutralize your confounded situation. That energy is highly aware of the discomfort you are currently experiencing. Know that you are loved, and this, as trite as it may sound, is instrumental in your growth process. There were processes in your daughter's life that you're unaware of. These will come to light as well. For the moment, take a deep breath, close your eyes, relax, know that pieces are falling into place for you, and the clarity will arrive. In knowing this, we wish to re-emphasize the energy that does exist beyond your physical awareness is highly part of your situation. You should not feel that you are alone in any sense at any time through this ordeal. Peace and understanding to you as necessary in a timely fashion. Blessings to you. We will depart. That was a surprise. I wasn't expecting that one. Hope that helps you some. I want to reemphasize, I had goosebumps going on the whole time about the energy. There is huge energy around you over this. So don't
Yeah.
feel left out, locked out, ignored, universe hanging you out to dry type of thing. So here's what I would have you do. Lay in bed at night, just before you fall asleep, when you're quiet, the day is done, you can push all that behind you. Ask your questions, or I have this thing I call God spot. I want you just start going to that spot in your head where you are not hearing anything and you're not thinking anything. If you can find that neutral zero area, I would call it. I work on it too, but I want you to go find it. Go right brain and play with it there. And that's when I would tell you source. That's the biggest word I can think of. Would talk to you and give you some direction on that in a personal sense. And it's quite what would I say, experiential when you get that, you hear that word in your head that you know is not yours. So that's where I encourage everybody to go.
Yeah. And she says it's been 2 years, but I did want to let you know that I had listened to a channeling of Jesus. Yes, Jesus Christ. He is an ascended master, and he was being channeled. And what he said about meditation is, do not focus on breathing, do not focus on something. Find your peace. And that's exactly what he's saying. Your God spot. Find your peace. And when it comes to my meditation, that change has helped me out tremendously. Basically, I mean, my third eye is always open and active, but when I go to my peace, I just have a blank screen and just relaxed and focusing on that blank screen, because if I'm focusing on that blank screen, which I call my peace, then I don't hear anything else and nothing else is bothering me. So I hope that helps you too. And welcome in, Don. Nice to see you. And Letitia, we have a huge, and I'm saying huge, it's getting bigger all the time, community. We have people on lives doing readings from Sunday through Friday. We only take Saturdays off. So if you need us, there's somebody on all 6 days out of the week, and we are here to help. A lot of the people in this chat are either part of our group, part of our community, or people who've come in and gotten readings. And yes, they're part of our family too. So everybody here that you see on Facebook, because that's the platform you're on, Don is actually leads the Tuesday night class. He is Sonoran Mystic Tarot. So if you ever need advice, then email advice@sonoranmystictarot.com, and he will be there to help you. He does private readings as well, but he is a great source, and he will get you in contact with anybody who he feels that that can help you too. So just want to let you know we have a huge community, and we do one thing, and that's one thing only: we help others. We are here to help and to help you heal. Okay, so thank you for coming in, and I know you've been through a rough time, but you are not alone. There are plenty of people around you. You might not be able to hug them or reach out to them on a daily basis, but they are too. They are there. Okay. I'm going to flip. I had this up earlier, but I'm going to turn on the caption just so you get this. This is Don. How to get a hold of Don. Come on, pop it up. There it goes. Advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. And we do have a Tuesday night class. So if you feel up to that, that would be 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, 9 p.m. on Eastern Time. And I'm not sure where you're located, but hopefully this helps. And you can get it you can come in if you feel that you've got some intuition and all. I know everybody does, but sometimes, especially with what you've been through, it might feel a little blocked. But from what you've been saying in the chat, that you do have an idea of being surrounded by supporters and and you have the energy.
This is going to be a little far out. And this might sound,
Alabama.
When things like this happen in our lives, our question is, what the hell, why did this happen to me? If you want to take this down to a very deep rabbit hole or a very high level of thinking, something to consider. And I'm big on the reincarnation thing and past life stuff. And who's to say that this isn't a gift from your daughter, as horrific as it might appear right now? But what you ultimately end up learning from this thing might be a huge gift that you would have learned in no other way. That's deep thinking, and it takes a while to get your head wrapped around that, but it's a possibility, something to consider. Everything is for our pleasure, our pain, or our growth, and who knows what we concocted with the other parties in our life before we decided to come down here. Yeah, I'll give you a story. A mentor that taught me this years ago. She basically was a single mother at the time I knew her. I knew her through my son. Her husband died unexpectedly, left her with 2 boys, and she was ticked off. And she was semi-handler, and at one point I had a conversation with him, and I was whining, "What the heck did you do? Why did you die?" And he said, "That's what we agreed on. So basically, cool your jets and relax." That hit me with a brick right between my eyes. I thought, wait a minute, who thought that one up? So whatever she had to learn in life was, in her case, predisposed. Husband left early. She had to clean up the dishes without him, and she wasn't happy about it at the first, but her life went where it would not have gone otherwise. And who knows what we've chosen. You only know that at the soul level, and I don't think we really know what the whole game was till we get over there. And so give that something to ponder. And maybe, brilliant idea. I'm big on teaching people this. If I tell you to visualize a Christmas tree, I want you to close your eyes. And if you visualize a Christmas tree and put a finger on your forehead, you'll probably go somewhere in here. I want you to go to that room, and I want that place, build a little room. You can decorate it, put curtains up, whatever you want to do. Put a chair there. Put your daughter, as you remember her, in that chair, and I want you to talk to her. There, you can ask her any question you want, and you are safe. Everybody's safe, both sides, no danger. You can hug her, you can do whatever you want. You can ask her what the heck, and sometimes that can be very enlightening. Sometimes it'll blow your socks off. Well, it'll blow your socks off either way once you practice that. But the best example I can give you, a gal I knew wanted a raise. She went to where I call up here, third eye, had a conversation with her boss who wouldn't give her the raise otherwise, and she got the raise. So you're talking at a way different level. So. Not that the corporate world wants you to know how to do that, but anyway, I'd love to know if you find your daughter. I'd like to know what goes on. So try that. That's another thing you do as you're going to bed. You relax, stays behind you, and you can play with that. Get one-on-one stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if we're having more problems because nobody's replying, but I was able to get a message. Okay, I will try. Okay, she did hear. Okay. Good. Because when you said we cut out, I just want to make sure that
nothing else. That process gives you some control. You don't have to just sit. It gives you something to play with and take life into your own hands instead of waiting for something else to fall in your lap.
Yeah.
Because be proactive.
Definitely. Speaking of proactive, I think it's.
Did we lose?
No, she's there. The top.
Well, we get mad here. That's nice. You either will or you won't.
We'll get Lady T. You're right after Diana, so we're going to pull up Diana right
now.
Okay. We're checking what our energy says. I do feel that you are doing more for yourself, but remember, yeah, spirit works in divine time, not in our time.
I don't mean to sound rude, but what I'm hearing is chill. In other words, take a deep breath and relax. And what I literally see you doing is sitting in a coffee shop, Starbucks or something, and you're worrying too much about this.
Yeah, you're focused way too much. I know we've said that, but and you've been working on things, and I appreciate that, and thank you for listening to us. But yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, there's still too much energy on in one direction. There's something else, not a block, just something else needs your focus before that. You, not just yourself, but something else out there. Like he said, maybe go to a coffee shop. Maybe there's a person you need to sit down and talk with.
There's some housekeeping that needs to be dealt with. Some just day-to-day chilling, connecting, cleaning, errands. I know what it is.
Okay.
You're putting yourself way out in the future. You're not back here in the middle, right here, right now.
Present in the moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's futurizing and there's pasteurizing. My mother was famous for pasteurizing. Every time I saw her, it was, you remember when we did this? Remember when we did that? And then you run into people, in 3 weeks, I'm going to da 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 da. And every time you do that, you're missing out right here, right now. Totally said it. If you're feeling stressed, he says you're not in the moment. That knocked me over the day I heard that. And so I try to keep that in my forehead. So go to Starbucks, have a coffee right now. Don't worry about anything else. Just take the next step. It'll all you've put out to the universe that you want that house.
Yes, and the universe knows it. And if you've written down exactly what you want, as A5 says all the time, make sure you're specific about what you want. Write it down. And since the universe knows that, they're working on it. But again, they work in their time, not ours. And the 3 weeks, I know that Angie has said, told her stories online, and she was told step by step what to do when the apartment she was looking at, the apartment she wanted, came up. They woke her up like 3 o'clock in the morning and told her step by step what to do to get it, and she followed their instructions, and she got it. So you know that when it's time, they're going to give you the instructions step by step, and you got to be ready. You got to do the housekeeping, prepare for what you need to do later. But preparing doesn't mean you're focusing only on that. You're just cleaning up, getting things in order the way they need to be.
Something I've noticed this week, I've got this. My naturopath says I've got the biggest bag of supplements. She said she's ever seen. She wants me to bring everything in. She said you have more than I do. But where I'm going with this is, I was trying to keep a strict regime of all these things on this day. Take this, and I gave all of that up. It's all in the house, and I'm walking around in the morning when it's quiet, and I just get this impression of, oh, I should eat that, and I go eat that. I just wait, but be in tune to what you're thinking and where it's coming in.
Yes.
And those are guideposts, markers. And beyond that, don't worry about it. You got the picture of the universe out there. Go with the next impression. Go with the next word. And that's being in that God spot and just following where source is sending you, being tuned in. But I think you're obsessed with the future and you're missing all these other little signposts.
Right. We do know that the landlord is selling the house, and we can only give you what we're given, and that is what spirit is trying to tell you, and the universe is trying to tell you, is we've got you, but pay attention, like he said, but focus on the here and the now. What happens is going to come to you when it needs to. You're packing now, good. Just get everything cleaned up. I'm hearing paperwork and whatever you need. If you need to fill out paperwork, yeah.
I think that's great. If you're
Yeah.
packing out, just pack knowing that the solution is going to come.
Yeah. That's, you are being proactive. You're doing what you need to do. And that's what he was saying earlier.
You can always live in the back of a U-Haul for a few days.
Well, we don't want it to come to that, but whatever is needed, you know, the universe has got you. And you've got to believe that. Say your affirmations every morning. You know, we're here, and we do this every day. We say our affirmations. We think positive. We
shoot from the hip a lot.
Yeah. Well, and what you were saying is you were walking house and they said, eat this. And I get spontaneous messages all the time. And it's the universe checking what we're going to do. Like, like yesterday, you give me a message that you had made an appointment.
That was amazing.
Appointment for today. He had made it a while ago. And that we couldn't do this. And so I'm thinking of the solutions and I'm typing in maybe this, maybe that. Okay, we'll work it out. And then I don't know how many.
In the middle of all that, the doctor, it was a doctor appointment. They called me and they basically canceled me and I went.
So what I'm telling you is that universe is testing, making sure if we're ready for what's coming next. And yes, we were ready because we had solutions. We had to check with other people, but we did have solutions.
I just knew something was going to work out. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I know Julie was going to handle everything and make it work.
Yeah. And that's what we're trying to tell you, that something's going to hit when, I mean, with
it's going to knock
Angie,
you over when
right.
it happens.
With Angie, it was 3:00 in the morning and she had the appointment, I think it was by 10:00 in the morning. So within 7 hours. But if she hadn't done what they told her to, when they told her to, she might have missed out.
Correct. Today, don't even think about that house. Don't think about moving.
Is it soon? Do I have a block? We can't tell you that because what we're trying to say is that
think a different way.
Think of what different way, but don't worry about blockages or anything right now. Worry about step by step what you need to do. Just focus on the here and now. You're packing, so that's good.
You're planning too much. Stop planning.
Yeah, stop planning. The universe is going to, like I said, it's going to be spontaneous, and it's like, okay, you need to do this now and that, and you need to be ready to listen. So always be the here and now. Don't think about tomorrow, because tomorrow never comes.
You know, you find the love of your life when you're not looking for them.
Right. So you're going to find your house when you're cleaning up the other one and just relaxing and being in the here and now. You really need to focus on now and not tomorrow or 3 weeks, because I know how hard that is. I see spiritual growth with Diane. Yeah, she's doing, she wrote out a letter of gratitude, I think. And her lists. So she was on yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, she was with Shauna and Don yesterday, and yeah, I could feel the difference in her. So always think about what's happening now and not worrying about 3 weeks. I know it's tough to ask because that's a big deal.
What you just said struck me. That attitude of gratitude thing. You know, you're thankful you still have a house, you still got a bed to sleep in, you're not out on the street. You know something's coming, you don't know what it is, but anything that's coming your way that you've got that somebody else doesn't have, be thankful for. And you have us.
Yes. And not only gratitude, but appreciation for the little things. I had a paid reading from Shauna. Yes, she is great. We all love Shauna. But I saw yesterday when you texted in the chat about all the things you did. I was so proud that you are doing it. And yes, you had a private reading with Shauna, so that's lovely. But it's also good to see you making progress for yourself and not worried about, I mean, when you're focused on yourself and the here and now, things are going to open up for you. Okay, so let's see. It was Lady T next.
Lady T.
The live cliches, what? Or clicks? I'm not sure which one you meant, Lady T. Okay, this is her question. What are you getting? I'm getting heaviness.
It feels to me like it's on the truck, but the truck is stuck in mud. Does that make any sense to you?
The checks in the mail
Yeah,
is just not
it's in the system.
in the system. Oh, cool. Well, that's progress.
But it feels, if you took something and put it in the middle of a block of ice and froze it, you could see it, it's there, but you can't get to it. I don't know is this coming from an insurance company or a private party? Or the reason I'm asking is there's some hold on it. Not that you won't get it, it's just I'm hearing delay.
Red tape, or are you seeing red?
Malfunction is what I'm hearing. That would be.
And I feel heaviness, like I can't move.
Yeah.
Real well. So yeah,
Like a vault, yeah.
Sluggishness.
I'm hearing don't be impatient. There's some question. Is this money coming from there's insurance money inheritance, and there's deceased parent or relative inheritance. I get the sense there's red tape somewhere.
She's asking what should she do?
Oh, without knowing the details. Of course, be patient. Here they're saying keep your fingers on the keys like playing a piano. In other words, don't walk away from it and not keep checking on stuff. That I think that's the
due diligence.
Yes.
That popped up.
Hey, by the way, I was just checking. Could you tell me? Don't go at anybody with your guns blazing. You'll get more flies with
a deceased parent.
I'm hearing the word probate. There's something going on in the probate sense, or something going on. I would just keep, that. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? and be nice. Hi, just me checking in again.
But like he was saying, in a positive manner, not where they're going to say, "Oh no, it's you again," because you're going to get more assistance if you're really sweet and bubbly and positive about it, and just say, "Hey, I know what you told me yesterday, but I'm just checking, and I really appreciate your time. Be very appreciative because
and humble.
Yeah, appreciative and humble, but what we talked to earlier about appreciation and gratitude, and those are high vibrations. So if you have those, you're increasing your vibrations. I think only love and joy are higher than appreciation, but they're very close, just so you know.
Oh, Diana, second thought here, real quick, in and out. This house thing is a test for you. It's a patience thing. And the more you grind over it, the more, what would I say?
More delay.
Yeah.
It's like, just be ready for anything. Prepare, but don't focus. Only prepare what you're doing at the moment.
Yeah, don't sweat it.
Yeah.
Easy to say for us.
For us, yes, we understand that. No offense. Okay, back to Lady T.
Lady T. Okay, so in summation, here's just some words I'm getting. In summation, we wish you well with your inheritance. It truly is a blessing to you. Be grateful for the outcome and don't diminish the negativity that you're experiencing in the moment. It is lesson filled and provoked by your wonderings. This too should encourage you to trust the universe and know that in time things all work out. There are other players in the mix, apparently. they too have their energy. There's a lot of intermingling energy on this inheritance thing. So there again, be warm and loving, not aggravated and frustrated. Amazing, all these rabbit holes that come up for us to test us, redirect us, and relationships teach us this, teach us that.
And I want to go back to what you were saying about the third eye and your friend getting the raise. If Lady T works on her third eye and has conversations with the people, it could bring a more positive outcome too. And Diana, that might help you as well. And I love that fact that you need to budget, and so you do have things you can do. So that's good.
Now that's interesting. If you went to that room and made your little chair, what if you put God in that chair? I've never tried that. What could you? Your image of source or universe or something, right. Or light, Creator. A little light sitting in the chair. Ooh, that could be a new God spot trick. I'm gonna have to try that. Try my own idea.
I was gonna say it wouldn't be small.
You need a big chair.
Yes, and make sure you have your sunglasses on because it's gonna be very bright light. I'm just saying. Yeah. Just saying.
Good idea. Or goggles. Maybe
goggles, yeah. There you go. And we do mean that in the highest esteem for the Creator, because
you can get a raise from a boss. What the heck?
Yeah, might as well. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you've spoken to Gabriel in those spots too. So
I go over there and I'm afraid of them. There's more of them than there are me. They're all lined up on the wall, and I see, around to see.
Yeah.
You should bring them into my room.
Yeah. Well, definitely. I mean, that's what we're seeing in Lady T. It's just, we're feeling it's there. It's just, there's like a wrench in the system, and it's
just
slowed everything down.
What do they call it?
Cog in the wheel.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. See who else would like something. Shelly's in. Pam has been in. Pam, do you feel anything for Pam Franks?
Why do I not have her here?
Oh, she was at the beginning.
Well, then we'll go with your screen.
Okay. Well, I'm not back at the beginning.
I just gotta find her.
Okay, almost there. Almost. There she is. Howdy. And she was the one who was checking everything for us. So
Pam.
Franks, yeah.
Pamela Franks.
Out of Houston. I see something
wrapped. You got a wounded limb, like I'm seeing an ace bandage, purple something wrapped around. I would say left hand. I don't know why I'm getting that image. You're feeling restricted. Something can't move. Mm-hmm. Something clearly wound, something that's holding you back, slowing you down. You feel Pam.
And Lewis, I hope that was you on Love Riot. Just saying.
What did he say?
No, I had a message that there was a movie that he'd seen on.
Oh.
And it was posted on Love Riot. It's like, he's the only other person that could be there.
Did I lose Pam?
There. My throat chakra. Well, purple and left side.
It looked like, ever since somebody's got an ace bandage wrapped around their hand, even up around your fingers, like something was just something. It felt to me like the left hand was just all locked up. Looking at her, your right hand
holding me back.
Right hand thing too. Your right hand, I'm guessing that your right hand, you don't want to do something with the right hand that you want to do, and I think it's writing.
Writing? Another author in the making? Or a letter?
It felt like a message.
A message. She needs to write a message to someone.
You got to pay a bill. That gets your checkbook. My phone got shut off this week. We kept trying to pay a bill that we never got paperwork for, and we kept trying to pay it online. It wouldn't go. I don't know what the universal message was on that one. And they started shutting their phones down. I couldn't have even, if I had gotten in trouble in the world, I could have even called for help. It was anyway. So I went to Verizon and I got it all worked out. But what the heck?
That almost happened to my stepmother. My father had passed, and the bill was in his name. So
nobody knew about it.
well, we knew about it because I had access to it. But she had her phone, the home phone, in his name, and then she wanted to change it to hers. Well, they added her name to the account, but what they didn't tell her is because he was deceased, it was a fraudulent account, and that it would shut off in 2
30
months,
seconds.
60 days, in 60 days.
So
And they hadn't told anybody this. I went with her to try and get it in her name.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't do this. Oh, yeah, we'll take care of it. We'll take care of it, because they didn't want to deal with this anymore. And then come to find out that in another week, she would have been out a phone, a home phone, and wouldn't have been able to do anything.
That
to
was
get
a
hold of
weird
somebody.
feeling because I'm out and we use GPS in the truck, we use all this stuff. And
Yeah.
I felt so stupid. I didn't know where I was.
Oh my.
I mean, I did. I mean, decisions, but I couldn't call for help. I had to physically go somewhere.
She is working on a book, and she is procrastinating.
Well, I guess the universe has you all straightened out now. Then get that wrap off your hand and start working. What's the name of your book? You know yet. Took me a while to name my book.
Libra mentality. Oh, cool. She must be Libra.
I was gonna say Libra sit on the fence. Interesting.
Oh, the procrastination. Okay, got it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you could put here. We could be a chapter in your book. Talk about the purple thing wrapped around your hand today. And I know when I was writing my book. Speaking of books, while I've got that, I want you guys to send me stories about spirit connection.
Yeah.
I'm still wanting all of that.
Okay. And
if you were
go ahead.
talking to angels or lifted up into space, whatever, I want to hear about it.
Yes, and Pam does drive a tractor on the farm, so that's where the tractor is.
I must be psychic. Do you shift with your right hand or something? Don't hurt your right hand.
And by next week, we will have a QR code for you to click on and post your stories to the Slack website that he has set up.
If you met an angel, you can send your stories to S Scott Underwood at Gmail. Take them there.
Yeah.
I love the angel stories.
For right now, yes, S Scott
Underwood.
Who
S Scott Underwood
at gmail.com right now. And then we're going to also set up on his Slack account where you can go directly and put all this information in. Yes, I am going to help him with that. I just haven't had time this week because I had to write a contract with my higher self. So.
Oh, I got to share this. I was in bed the other night, alone, physically, and I woke up and I would have sworn to you I had somebody in bed with me, laying next to me with their leg draped over me, and I remember waking up and telling them to get away, whoever they were, because I was scared. That's the second time that's happened to me, 2 different ways.
Ooh.
Anybody else ever had an experience with somebody? But it was weird. It didn't feel threatening, but it just was not a physical thing. And I'm not one to feel stuff like that. Pam said she had a visit, was what reminded me of it. I thought, yeah, I would like to know more who it was.
Oh, NLP clarity is.
I know who that is. This Pamela.
Oh.
Is it Pam?
I don't know, NLP Clarity?
Maybe it's not the, I know an NLP person in California. She was a mentor.
Yeah, and she'd been in before, but didn't she come in on yours? It's paired.
Yes, Pam
Pam
Castillo.
Castillo.
Hello, Miss
Yeah.
Pam. Hello, Miss Pam.
Let's see. Oh, you already read Linda. Was there anybody else? Oh, Shelley
Shelley
came
Di-
in. Yeah,
Die Hard, isn't it?
dear heart. She's been in with us before, and she is Monday night class. She's been in many times. You know her when you saw her. Remember Shelley?
I'm sure I do.
Huh? What? You want to?
Oh, I looked at your screen and said,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know where they're coming through.
Yeah, yours is going on top. I just pulled up. I went back and pulled up Shelley, said she was one.
I got Pam here.
Yeah.
I didn't see Shelley.
Oh, I pulled her right here.
Okay.
She's on.
So what's happening with Shelley? Shelley Di Hard. What part of the world is she
Oh,
in?
you're not looking at your Facebook Live.
Over here.
Yeah, you might as well bring
No, it's
bring
easier.
that back over here. I know it's easier,
Easy to
but
look at you.
you've got a bigger screen than I do. Okay. Sorry, we're gonna pull it up just so I can keep an eye on it for you. I don't want to start the tour. Okay, that's better. It's on your mind. Are you on Scott or on?
There are the women
Oh.
in bathing suits.
That's a joke, guys. Okay, here you are. And this the one? Oh no, that's old. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I know we have you. Let's.
Yeah, I am a technically challenged one. That's why Julie is here. So yes, you're right. I was not looking at my Facebook.
And last time, that's how we found her, because we were looking.
But you are deeply embedded in the recesses of my experience and mind.
Now this is really strange. Okay.
Even though you live in California.
Okay. But go ahead and concentrate on Shelley, please, and I'll work on this.
Shelley. There.
Dear heart.
What are we getting, Shelley? I'm getting an airplane with you, Shelley. You want to travel? Small plane. They're telling me you got to think bigger. Think bigger. They're giving me another word, expansion. So I don't know if this is a goal you have in mind, or you're not dreaming big enough, or you want to take a trip. The plane I want to associate with a trip. Now, it's a goal. There's something you want to do, but you're afraid to put your energy into doing it, and you don't think you're worthy of getting the results. Okay. Yeah, I'm clearly hearing that you have a mindset of, I'm not worthy of the results of this, even though I'd like to do it. And I'm thinking, why would you think that? I remember a class in high school. On the first day of class, we walked in, and I think it was a history teacher I had. And he looked at us and he said, everybody's got an A right now. First day in the class, we're all sitting in the chairs. So you're equal to the best. You've got an A, it's like everybody else. You ever seen that graph that they show about success where you go, where's my hand? Can't get my hand. You go through the, it's not a straight line vertical from the lower corner to the upper right corner. It's a zigzag, up and down, up and down, up and down. The point being that you have as much right to go after this pursuit as anybody else. And just because somebody might be doing it better than you are or done it before, your experience is going to be in the process of pursuing that desired result. So I'm telling you to think bigger. I say I'm telling you. I'm passing words on to tell you. And I'm hearing the word resume the inclination. You've given up for some reason. I remember seeing a thing on a gal that was a ballerina. She wasn't built typically like the regular thin, slight ballerina would. And she was nuts about being a ballerina. And she chased it anyway, the thing that I was saying. She ultimately went to a tryout and got turned down, and she gave up. But there was some aftermath to that, to where she somehow tied in the ballerina experience to something else that she did. But the ballerina background had given her some experience she would not have had otherwise in your life or the next pursuit. So whatever you're going to do it and know it's going to take you somewhere, maybe not the result that you have in mind at the moment. But I would say, don't beat yourself up. Go. Does that help? Wendy Yates. We're back to Pam. Pam, what's going on with you? Anything new or exciting? Pam here.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. And also there is a Edward Wilkins on your Facebook. And he's not popping up in the live chat. So we'll have to work on that.
Edward Wilkins. That makes me think of razor blades.
Yeah. But we do have Pam and Lottie Van Dale came in, Wendy, as you said earlier.
Wendy, that sounds
Monday class.
familiar. That's okay. I'll be clear.
Which one?
Uh,
The little Lottie? Yeah, she's new. But you're still working on Pam Castillo.
Pam. Pam, having been a mentor, always seems so there. I can't imagine you having any problems in your life. What's going on with your husband? He's the one I'm picking up on. Something at work. And that'll be exciting, your half-sister thing. I see you getting there and going, what the heck? They're going to blow your socks off. I don't know how, but have fun with them. It's going to be a completely different, what would I say, social experience for you than what you're expecting. Don't expect anything. Just go. And when you say Kansas, I think of moonshine. Why am I thinking of moonshine?
To me, that's more Kentucky. But
And the jug on your arm. Maybe they drink a lot. So you may want to take your own brew. I think you're going to have a blast.
they're lovely women. Good.
Yeah.
So you're saying that moonshine doesn't seem right?
It's just something. I just saw this jug. I think you're going to be hysterical, and you're going to be looking at them and, that could work too. The biodata. Interesting. I'm excited for you. I'm anxious to hear how that turns out. I think you're going to have a blast.
Maybe it's the biodad who's in Kentucky.
Could be.
Because when you said moonshine, that's the first thing I think of is Kentucky. I don't know what. Definitely not Kansas.
No, you don't have anything to do with it. I think these two are going to be right.
Yeah.
They're anxious to see you. I'm excited for you on that one.
I'm feeling good vibes.
I'm hearing though, drive carefully. You going alone, or you got somebody going with you? Probably going alone. They're saying take your time on the road. Don't be in a hurry.
Yeah, definitely stop off and relax on the drive. Always take my time. Going cross country, it makes it much
Did
easier.
I tell you? I think I told somebody about I was racing to get to the other side of the coast, and I passed his leg in a Chevy 3 times. Racing between gas stations. I kept passing. I never ran into her in a gas station.
But you kept up with you. Van trip with Barron.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, well, then that'll be more fun.
Yeah.
I think these women are going to be a shock to him. It's all good. I don't. But why is he seems withdrawn about something? Something going on at work? Since he seems pulled back energetically. And you're so busy over there. What is it you do with all that stuff? Because I don't know what you're doing. I wish I knew. When I grow up, I want to be like Julie.
I'm just getting rid of things that are popping up so it doesn't.
Trip with Baron. Do we want to talk to anybody else? Well, Pam.
Okay.
Was it Lottie next or is there somebody before?
There's I think Lottie's next. Let me double check real quick.
Lottie. I like that name. Mandalay.
I love that.
Who am I thinking of? There's some actor, somebody on Kerran on a sitcom. Mandalay.
Yeah, she's definitely next. Did you have a specific question? I thought I saw something about it, but no. LAT.
Oh, Edward is talking about channeling.
Mm-hmm. And he's on your Facebook. I tried to pull him over, but we'll work on that.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know if I saw him. Belgium, Miss Mandalay.
Ooh, in Belgium.
So how's everything in Belgium these days?
Oh, love life. Wants to know about her love life.
Well, I see a guy, but I don't know his name. He's very quiet. You want more out of him than he can give you energetically. I think he's so stoic, and that's frustrating. And if it's not there, he's the next guy coming on the block. Don't try to make him something he's not. You got to take him like he is or move on. And that's the hard part. You see the red flags, you know it's not. The red flags, you want to make something work. And the hard part is learning to see the red flags and be okay with them and make a left turn if you need to. If you have a specific question, but I see a guy there again. I don't know if he's there or he's coming, but I also the individual that I see, he's not the tower of strength that you think he is, and I don't mean that to put him down. Just a lot of people put on a persona that you get this impression from. But energetic, he's lacking confidence. And if that's important to you, you don't, depends whether you want to carry the load or you want to have somebody share the load. So evaluate it on that basis. Not a bad guy. There's what would I say, nuances you haven't discovered yet. But such is love life. Of course, that's what keeps it interesting, I guess. Did that help? Yeah, I'm back to Pam. She was responding about her husband. That's a tough call. I can totally relate. But you just have to. It goes back to that.
His name is Stingy. I'm not sure.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
I don't know if it's stingy.
I don't speak Belgian. Well, if you want my honest opinion on the breakup, I think it's probably not a bad thing.
No, not bad at all.
There wasn't the strength you were looking for.
Just not right.
Yeah.
Just
Sit back, relax. Yeah, no, I appreciate the name.
good name. Haha.
It has a different meaning in English.
Yes.
Our English. It was fun. No, my heart goes out to you. You're going to do fine. I love your energy. And don't be in a rush. Yeah, I agree totally on that.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing take your time, I want you to relax and enjoy the ride.
Be in the moment. Enjoy.
Yeah, don't get people get in a hurry to get connected. I would suggest you not do that. There's time because you've got to learn from the one you just came out of. I'm guilty of that too. And want you to stand back and evaluate more deeply rather than, if you encounter someone, my thing is look for the red flags. If somebody says something that makes you sort of wrinkle, like, what? That doesn't sound right. Then it's trying to tell you something.
Yeah. Oh.
Grateful for that. So that was all her.
Yeah. Yeah, and be grateful for it, but also be appreciative of the lessons learned. And as he said, just go deeper and reflect on those lessons.
You're no dummy. I like your energy.
Yeah.
You have a good head on your shoulders, and don't react quickly. You're a thinker. I would rather tell you to evaluate and don't rush. Did I lose?
No.
Was Pam happy with her answer?
Let's go back to Pam. Here's a second gig. You already talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay. She hasn't said anything after that. Okay. I thought we had
Shelley Manus. That's an sister-in-law. Hello, Shelley Manus.
And did you want to talk with Edward at all?
I was looking at he was from Monday nights.
Oh, really? I don't
Yeah,
remember
he
him.
did some channeling there. He's been in a tennis class.
Oh.
Been a while since he's been down there.
Maybe we'll see you Monday.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it will be Monday.
Yes, and it's
Our pleasure. Mandalay. I love that name. Mandalay.
yes. This week is the Red Light Cabinet, or
Oh, is it this week?
Yeah, this coming. It's the first
Monday, yeah.
which is the 3rd, which is the super moon coming in, the full buck.
Sunday she has her.
Yeah, Sunday would be the sisters.
Red flags, I would tell you just in general when you're meeting somebody new, because the red flags don't go away. Depends on to what intensity they are. Resonate with you, it's not going to get better.
Yeah.
People tell you who they are right up front. It's your choice to ignore them and think it's going to change, which I would not suggest you would. And philosophically do.
And sometimes people want to change those red flags into pink because they prefer the pink color. So don't do that. Let it be a red flag and let it stop you. That's Angie says that. A5 says, don't turn it into pink. It's just, yeah.
Red is red.
Red is red. It means stop. There's a reason for it. Pay attention. So, we've got, yeah, you go ahead and, so did you want to?
Which way do I go?
That way. Yeah. That's the new stuff, isn't it?
So he's still
Monday.
On Mondays.
Okay, so we won't see him.
What did you want to know about what's your other page? What is your other page? So I can jump to your live so you
can. Gabe Reveals on Facebook. And S Scott Underwood on YouTube.
He knows me better than I do.
Yeah, we're trying to get
a good wife.
Even my husband doesn't believe that. No, just kidding. I had to say that.
I think that's great. Watch straighten him out.
No, he yeah.
Tell him I said.
I think he wants more of a mom than a wife.
So that can happen.
Yeah. That does happen too often, I think. Could you pick up on me if drawn? I think that's what that meant. Yeah. We do have you, Carmen. I think it's Carmen. Carmen Horn. he just has somebody on. Did you want to do your ex sister-in-law? Sorry, I had to get
Did
that.
she, where did she on here?
She was just watching. Yeah, she's on there.
It's mostly Edward, I don't see.
Yeah,
Shelley.
and we see you. We definitely see. She just popped in. Yeah.
What does that mean?
To bring them on. I was trying to bring them on video, but I don't know. Send request. No, your audience is set to public, so anyone can watch this broadcast live. Good.
Or do we need to tell her what to go to?
I'm gonna try. Yeah, they're saying everybody can watch it live, but why I don't have it on here? Don't worry about that. It's Carmen. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, and drawn. Yeah, I got that. Okay, so let's go. If you're not gonna.
I would access her if I knew how. Shelley, I'm not ignoring you.
Okay. I mean, don't worry about bringing her up. Anything you feel.
So she's on. Oh, Shelley?
She's on your personal. Yeah.
Oh, what do I haven't seen her for quite a while. Shelley, I know that I've gone through a lot of, I've been settling her mother's estate. What else? What else? Her son. Son. Shelley, you got to let go of that. You're too consumed with energy you have no control over, would be my immediate thought on all of that. You got to put more energy into who you are and develop who you are. I think you've got too much of your life wrapped up into another. Not that that's a wrong thing, but you got to know when to stop. It's like a mother hen that mothers too much, and it doesn't do the other person. They've got to learn to take their own steps in life. If you do somebody's homework for them, they don't learn from the work. That's the most of what I'm getting at the moment. You know, if somebody else turns in the paperwork that says 2 + 2 is 4, you don't learn how to add it in your own head. You get what I'm talking about. I would tell you to take a deep breath, step back, look at the situation, and pursue some of the things that you're interested in and take your focus off the other. And it would ease a lot of your pain, I would think. If that makes any sense.
I'm messaging your friend. Then
Okay.
once he gets on, then we can help him find the other ones. But I want to do it on my phone, but I have a feeling that if I sent this particular link, I might end up having him on with us. So I don't want to do that. Okay, Facebook. Or YouTube. I haven't gotten all of Scott's QR codes up yet. Let me just see if I have. I have his for his book, and so I'll put that in. We'll take a little break here and show you. This is Scott's book. You want to pull your book?
I can do that since it's not backwards. I can actually give it to there. Comparing, this is my journey to this point. I'm sure there's going to be another chapter. Figure out what it is. It's available on Amazon. You can get it Kindle. There's a mere 270 pages. I meant for it to be like 100, but we just kept writing. In terms of journey, I don't mean to make light of it. It was me asking a lot of questions and me getting a lot of answers from the powers that hang around me. And a lot of them straightening me out to my perception of what I thought I knew versus what they're suggesting I should know. So it was quite an adventure. And it's funny once you get on one of those projects, you can't put the pen down because you're anxious to know what the next chapter is. Okay. Who did we have? Who earlier was writing it? Sue was writing a book. And the other gal,
Yes.
the Libra person, was writing.
Yes, and actually, Susan has completed and published her book. And I know this is your time, but I'm gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
She's gonna be very appreciative of love your spiritual gifts. And it is on Amazon as well. So just so you see that. And that's Susan Grayson.
Sue just finished that. She copied my colors.
Yes, both of you like blue a
Yeah,
lot.
Blue and the pinks and the black.
And the purples, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just shared on
Carmen wants to know the name of the book, Conferring with the Universe, Carmen. It's on available on Amazon.
And on your
Oh, it's on the screen.
Okay, yeah. Now I don't know how to get. I love these things. Now I don't know how to get back to the other one. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share all of his different ones. Hopefully you've gotten some of those. As to join Love Rights, yes. Thank you. Oh, wow, you have a book name, please?
Wow.
Oh, okay, she got that.
Carmen can't see.
You can't see the.
No, she's blind.
Oh, okay. Conferring with the Universe by S Scott Underwood.
And that's available on Kindle. Carmen, if you would like to get that.
Yeah. Did you? Hi, Lavita. So good to see you in. You didn't do an audio one, did you?
If there
Is it available in audio?
is a Kindle audio.
No.
Oh,
Audible, you would have to pay more for them to be able to listen to it. Listen to the book.
You'd have to read. Kindle is reading on your phone. How do I help you?
She might know ways to do
You might have resources I'm unaware of. I'd be happy if you want to email me at scottunderwood@gmail. I've never been asked about this, so maybe we can get you an audio version of it. Okay, so you can you? Well, if I can help you, let me know. Let's do it that way.
Yeah, and I'm trying to go back and forth for. Oh, hi, Shelley. You're on Scott's now, and I'm trying to make sure that everything's shared with on Scott's. Okay. Seems like I get the same thing. I probably posted it 3 or 4 times on all your channels. Okay. Hello, Miss A5 says. Miss Angie is in the house. Yes. Okay. We've got Carmen next, I think. Did you finish everybody else? I think.
Who did, I think Carmen was taken care of for a moment.
Okay. All right. And
Lavita, I don't know if she's just hanging out looking
she
cute.
just got in always.
And
always looking cute, not just always hanging out. Sorry.
hanging out and looking cute.
Yes.
And what else? Did we get Ed off of the phone?
Yeah, I'm trying to find him back again, but I haven't found him yet. Oops. And then he wanted to Love Riot, and then I didn't get the post fast enough to react to that. So I'm not sure where he's at right now.
Carmen is following the page.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
You got under
Join
Riot.
Facebook. Apply. Oh. Oh, he wants to join us. Okay. Sorry. It's going back and forth these days. Well, Lewis, if you're still on join Facebook, apply. I'm going to just do that. Approve. Okay. Okay. I've got you on the, on the request, Edward. So yeah, so you should be good now. Sorry, getting all this done. Okay, that was fun. More technical stuff in the middle of it, but we got to get the energy up again. So
Stay tuned for further.
Oh, speaking of, let's see what we've got. Did anybody have a birthday recently? Was it Linda who had the birthday recently? I can't remember. Well,
You birthdayed the group once.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
well, there's our commercials. Thank you. But for those who've had a birthday, thank you so much. Thank you, Carmen, for following the page. Happy Friday, A5 says. Are you done with work already? And so did you want to, I don't know where Edward went, if he's on here, but he actually joined the page, so that's cool. And
What's Miss Angie up to?
well, Levita was first, just saying. But if you're pulled to Angie,
Well, I think
Go
it
for
will
it.
be that before she doing what she did
no,
now.
she's still working. Okay.
She was at Dairy Queen, so I see Levita, and I think Dairy Queen.
Really? You saw a Dairy Queen
Yeah,
first?
she worked. Used to work
Oh,
there.
okay.
That was in her other life.
Yeah.
Lie detecting thing now. I think it's fast.
She almost doesn't need any help doing it.
No, I had thought of it that way.
She
can't
she's
tell
that
people
good.
how she knows, but
Yeah.
she knows.
And if people ask me, I tell them the truth. My guide said, and we were getting ready to watch Super Bowl, right? And there's 4 of us: my granddaughter, my son, my husband, and myself. And they were talking, oh, who's going to win all this? I said, well, my guides have told me that it's going to be the Eagles for most of the game, but it was Kansas City, right? To remember. I think it was that they would come back and win it in the end, but they're going to keep it pretty well close. And so I knew what the outcome was before.
Is that the way it worked?
That's exactly the way it worked. And my granddaughter was upset. She wanted the Eagles to win, and she asked me to tell them to change it. It's like, sorry, doesn't work that way. They tell me what's going to happen. I can't even ask them because it's too late. It's already in the works. So hate to tell you, this is the way it's going to help. I'm still here, sir. Could you pick on my energy? That's Carmen.
I was just doing that.
Okay, sorry.
Carmen, you seem all plugged up, and I don't mean feel like there's this, like it's like you're stuck in a chair and can't get out, or you're happy sitting there. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm hearing the word stifled. So you're smothered. What's smothering you? Would be my next question. And stifled. It's funny what I'm hearing. It's a matter of this doesn't make sense to me. It's a fear of walking, a fear of which where I would go with that is you got to stand up and take charge. Life's not going to come to you. You got to go and oh, there it is. I want you to get out of your easy chair. That recliner is killing you. You got to get up and move around. For whatever analogy you want to connect that with. But I want you to get unstuck. I don't know if you work or if you're home a lot. I get the feeling that are you retired in some sense? But you need to get out and engage. You know what might be interesting? My other half is involved in Pilates, and she's coming home daily with these stories of people she's working with that Pilates is just changing their life around physically and mentally and Pilates is sort of a deal where, oh, well, that would explain why you're sitting around doing nothing. Vacation. Okay, well then are you out bar hopping or something? You're on vacation.
Don't say it out loud.
You're on vacation. I feel like you're not moving. You need to get up and move. I feel like stuck, and I don't need vacation from work. This is no. I'm not inferring anything here, but for some reason I've been drawing these things on my Instagram feed where people have been saving elephants. Elephants have gone out and they're just gotten stuck in the mud. And one guy took a crane, a bunch of people pulled this other one out. This guy literally put a bucket on the big backhoe and got up behind the elephant and looked at it. It had slid off the bank and just got bogged down. So I just feel like you're bogged down somehow. And, okay, got it. And so now the question is, what can you do to unbog yourself? And that's a better choice. Let me give you the story. I love the story. And if Pam's still here, past mentor gave it to me. Family had a mother who was just stuck. Long story short, I hired a psychologist, brought him in because she wouldn't leave the house. He interviewed her in her house, noticed that she grew violets for a hobby, and she went to church. Those are the two big things in her life. So long story short, to get her out of her rut, he told her to give anybody in her church a violet. So she started growing violets and started keeping track of people's birthdays, blah, blah, blah. What I'm getting at is it pulled her out of her funk because she was thinking about other people, not herself. And that's one of the best stories I think I've ever heard. I've used it a lot. And we had a gal on earlier this morning. I don't remember her name. And we told her she had to give some friends of hers flowers. What that does, it gets you out of your head about yourself and makes you think about somebody else. And which I think a lot of life, if we would put more effort on that, I think it makes us all healthier. So I would say, grab that crane that's trying to get you out of the mud, go buy some violets. Anybody who's got a birthday, send them a flower. If I can correlate all those stories in one sentence. And what can you do to put yourself out there for somebody else? And I'm not preaching and I'm not beating you up because I have to tell myself the same thing. So I try to do that gratitude thing and think about other people. And I get it. That's a big load to be carrying. But first of all, you are not alone with your dad. I mean, you're not alone energetically. Call in for help. Literally ask the universe for help. I'll give you a story one night. I'd worked like 30 days straight in some younger years, and I was exhausted. I was supposed to have the weekend off. I couldn't. I had to work some more. I was so mad. I grabbed my phone. It was a landline then, and I started to throw it at the wall. And the only reason I didn't was because I knew I'd break the phone and I'd have to fix the wall. I ran out in the street and I just yelled and said, God, I want my life back. And just looked up to the heavens and ran with that. And things did change slowly, but you've got to ask for help. Don't be afraid to do that. I don't know what your situation is, but first of all, start with the etherics. Go to that little room in your head, put God on a seat in front of you and say, God, I don't know what to do. And ask for direction. You will get it if you're tuned in. It's always amazes me, but it does happen. I'm always deeply struck on that, what I want to say. And it can be in the form, you've asked for help and it comes from another person even,
Yes.
some person will
Yes.
say something, you go, oh, that's why we go to these Monday night classes. I go to these things, it's a group of us that get together. But you don't know what's going to come out of somebody's mouth that inspires you. But if you sit home in that chair and don't put yourself around people, the universe can't get to you.
Right. And we do have a Tuesday night class that does the same thing too.
Oh, here online, yeah.
Yeah. And it's online,
So
Carmen.
you can come to that too.
Yeah. It's you're in Alabama. I think that's what you said. I'm sorry. My mind, there's so many messages going on right now. But we are at 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time on Tuesday nights. You can always join us. You'd have to send an email to advice@sonoranmystictarot.com, and Dawn would send you a link to Zoom, and you can meet us at our class. We'd love to have you. It helps us develop our abilities.
She would like the link, however you do that.
The link, sure, I've got it up there, but I'm going to type it in as well.
It's important to make contact. The universe uses other people to get.
Yeah.
They use billboards too. I've seen billboards. Wait a minute. I know of a lady, ultimately died of breast cancer, and it's in my book. And the gist of the story was there was a number of indicators telling her to get this dealt with, and it got to the she just kept ignoring it. The point is that she was given clearly 3 different messages, 3 different ways to have this dealt with, and she chose to ignore all of them. So it's your choice, but the universe is sending you the message.
The link is in there. Okay.
So that's for Carmen and anybody else that wants it.
Right.
You can follow up that.
The link, and send an email to Dawn at Sonoran Mystic Tarot, advice@sonoranmystictarot.com, and he'll send you the Zoom link so you can join us on Tuesdays.
And you can be dissected spiritually with the crowd in the room there.
Yeah, and there's people of varying abilities and levels too, because I mean, some of them just started recently and they're developing very quickly. Others have been doing it for many years. And so you learn from everybody there because everybody is different. We're all on our different paths, but we also have different abilities. And it's so funny because I was reading someone and I was saying what I was seeing. And A5 said to me, "You are seeing it in your head?" And I'm going, "Yeah," because I hadn't before. I mean, I might have seen a few things, but she was bringing attention to, you just did something you haven't done before. But, and I don't take it for granted, believe me, but it's like, wow. But what do? You just keep practicing. You keep working it. You're an empath, yes. And a lot of us are empaths. We have a few that can come on. They do live readings, or they used to, and they could feel everything you've been through. They can feel the knuckles hitting their eyes, and so they had to kind of stop because it was just way too much. I'm an empath too, but because of what I've read, what I've done, and my guides, not as much is coming into me. And I'm really appreciative of that. If I do need to know something, it's almost like they prepare me. Okay, here it comes. And then I can feel it. I can feel heart attacks. I can feel strokes, different things like that. Scott's mom, when she comes in, my left arm gets really painful and not sure where that came from. And Scott doesn't know either, but it's indications there's certain people around. So, and that's my empathic feeling. And yes, you can be empathic for those who have passed as well.
Also, a thought on the daughter. You're letting her, you got to take a stand with her, is my just current. And I was listening to Julie talk, and you're letting her run your life. I think maybe you should flip that around and do what you will with that. Just because she's a daughter doesn't mean she gets to run over you.
Yeah.
If that helps.
And you might need to, as an empath, you might need to protect yourself. That's one of the things I did. I have my gold chrysolite bubble, gold chrysolite inside, and my bubble on the outside of that bubble is outside facing mirrors, so that when things come towards me and it's not right for me to have, it goes back to whomever's trying to send it to me. So that's something you definitely would have to do for yourself. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Healing Light World. Appreciate that. Okay.
Who was that?
It's just somebody who subscribed to the channel. I'm going to check on. Oh, there. Yeah.
No, you have guys, Carmen. You just got to realize you got to play with learn how to connect. Everybody's got them if you want them.
There's a lot of meditations online on YouTube. If you type in meet your guides or something like that, I would go for one between 15 and 30 minutes, nothing more than that to begin with. And it really helps. The ones that I really liked were the shaman drums meditation to meet my guides. And that was really good. There's only 2 guide meditations, one given by Dawn and one by the shaman drums, that actually had me connecting to my guides. So
Carmen, you got homework. Start growing flowers. Give them to anybody you can find on the street. You're going to take your house back from your daughter. You're going to come to Tuesday night classes. That'll get you something.
Yeah. Vacation or not, we don't take vacations from spirituality. Can't.
No, daily.
Yeah.
And why would you want to?
Yeah, and the more you learn, the better you are. So yeah, just keep going. I mean, there's so many things going on. I don't know how to. Oh, that's how I do it. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of things in this world. It's Edward finally. Oh, you're Healing Light World. Oh, sorry about that.
I was looking at that. Wondering why.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Love Riot is what I started, and everything else, Love Riot Warriors. And if you see on that page, it does show that Love Riot Warriors. I just haven't been able to change the name fully yet. Did you want to do Edward now that he's up here, or?
We could.
Okay.
You're practically perfect in every way, Edward. I see no reason to give you anything. I get that you digest, you're deep, you look, you listen. I don't get anything about you being surfacey. I hear straightforward. And I get that you're just, as a personality, you're solid, you just keep moving ahead, moving ahead, moving ahead.
I'm getting something that he needs to share as far as, do you have something going on? Are you going to be at a psychic fair? I mean, it feels like there's something in your life that you need to advertise a little bit.
Myself?
No,
Yeah.
Edward.
Edward, yeah.
That's what I'm feeling is
Oh.
that he needs to. There's a reason that he connected with us today. So I'm trying to discover what that is.
Edward, I sense that you're locked away in a sense. It's, you're sheltering yourself. What I feel around you. You're not walking out in the light. You're afraid. Yeah, you're afraid to expose yourself. Not sure what the fear is about. But.
Yeah. And I'm getting pain in my left arm, upper, not your mom. Just say.
I had never heard that before.
Well, I told you a couple times. I said she's in again because I could feel it. But this is totally different. So yeah, I've never felt this one before. So I have to say it, and it's just, how is your heart? Your heart chakra feels fine. That's not the problem. But when people feel pain in their left arm, you're supposed to check your heart. And I know mine is fine, but I've felt this once you got on. So you might want to check on that. Just saying. Yeah. That's a beautiful angel number. Oh, 1111. Yeah. Yeah.
He thought I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good. Anybody else out there?
Yeah, there's, well, nothing on him. We have Levita and we have Angie.
Oh, I didn't know they were hanging around.
Well, they probably aren't, but they can always go back and listen.
If they're still here.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes. Levita. And if anybody sees Levita go online or go on live, you definitely need to check her out. Sometimes she visits A5 Says on Wednesdays or Sunday nights, and A5 Says and Sherry Beery.
She's still here. Angie is still here. Well, what profound answers are you looking for today? Either or, both of you. Levita's so quiet, you gotta pull it out of her.
Oh,
Angie's never short on words.
Nope.
Right, Angie?
Oh, supposed to ask how's Bertram, Angie? Did he get a new palace, or is he still in the last one? Me, she's like,
Oh, the delay.
yeah, we love the delay. Speaking of the delay, I'm gonna add some.
We figured out, is that delay through a restream or is it?
It's usually through Facebook. No, YouTube is a little bit of a delay too. Okay, I'm gonna hit some. Which one did I have that last time? Oh dear. There was a rock in the filter and it was making all kinds of noise. Oh. It was a goner the other day. Okay. Yeah. What? I knew I needed to ask about him. Wasn't sure. Oh, helping a client. Something. Okay.
What the end result? That's an open-ended question, Lydia. The reason I say that, and this is not to be, education doesn't ever end, and you don't know where it's going to take you.
That's exactly what came to my head. Is like, what do you mean end? It doesn't end.
I took 6 years of training to fly airplanes to make only to blow it on the interview that I well my most sense for. And the end result was I didn't become an airline pilot, but I had an awful lot of adventures that were very rewarding in the process of getting to the point that I got to. So don't look for the end result. It's not there. I spent my life thinking, oh, okay, when I hit the goal line, I'm going to find out there's no goal line. So we don't know where to getting that God spot can trick you every time. I promise you. You think you know where you're going and zap.
No, we have something else planned for you.
Left turn, yep. Categorically, when I whined about the airline thing, they said, you were never meant to be an airline pilot, blah, 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 blah. And they told me all the things that could have happened and on. And they basically did me a favor, didn't they? At the time, it didn't feel like that, but FYI. So you keep learning when you're interested in something, you go check it out, my dear. Tell me how it went. So no goal line, I promise you. I thought it was a blue line at the end of the run. It's transparent. It doesn't exist.
And Angie, I'm so glad that Bertram's better now. Wow.
Oh,
I don't.
care.
Yes, I see that too. And thank you, Edward, for letting us know you are away from the computer. Wow.
So is Angie happy? Via is happy?
Well, I don't know what else she needs. I was just asking her about Bertram because I was told to ask about Bertram, and he went through a scare the other day. So is there anything you have for Angie yourself?
No, Angie's Angie.
Yes. Okay, I do have a question for you, Angie. Will we see you on Sunday? I'm asking.
At Tina?
No, Sunday, her live. She hasn't been live for a few weeks.
Oh.
I miss it. Every time I go to find her, it's like, she's not there. It's sad. Very sad. I'm going back and forth to see with the delay, and I know she's working still. I don't have a question. I know it's coming. Oh, yes, I know, but I have a question for you. Are you coming on Sunday? That was my question for you.
I go to a text here.
Yeah, you can reply. You don't have to stay there. You're good. Sherry was out of town last week. Busy the week before. Well, does that mean you guys are getting on, please? And is Keena going to be there to help? Believe me, when you guys are around, it just, I don't know, it's just like missing a friend.
Yeah.
And I do miss you when you guys are not. I'll check with her to see if she's available this Sunday. Oh, yay. All right. Yes, we do. We do enjoy it. And even my brother says, what? No A5 says in Sherry today? And it's like, oh, I'll check. And then you didn't pop on. So, yeah, we do miss you. And we get in the habit of seeing you guys on live, and it makes it great. But we have hit the 2-hour and almost 15-minute mark. So in a couple minutes, hopefully we will do our, I definitely want to talk to you, Healing Light World, Edward, because I know there's a reason you came in to see us today, and I know you're away from your computer right now. So if you keep us informed, because I know there's something whether we need to help you with, help you advertise, if you're going to be teaching anything, and just getting there's something we need to announce for you or to help you with. So please let us know. later you can message Scott, and he'll get the information to me, and I'll see what I can do to help, because we've got so many things going on, but we know it's like puzzle pieces are finally coming into place, and I think you're one of those puzzle pieces. So looking forward to getting to know you better. And are you about ready? Should I hit the graphics so you can prepare to say
we want to do
goodbye?
that final count. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to hit some graphics.
They're coming.
Okay. And we'll be back.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
We wish to welcome and thank all of those who attended these proceedings today. It is our intention to let you know that your time was well spent in this energy, and we wish to welcome you back for more as we learn to engage further on this media and explain to you who we are and, shall we say, procreate with you energetically. We wish to be able to extend ourselves on more, shall we say, intellectual levels and express possible outcomes for you. Many are the vignettes we can give you to proceed through your day with clarity and more openings to your ability to connect with us and those of your own choosing around your, say, non-physical world. Those who wish to have any entourage of any size that they feel they can deal with. The entourages are lined up waiting to access you and explain to you who they are and help you learn the ways of the universe. This one has had many experiences he can tell, as has the one next to him. The energetic forces are endless and constantly at your, shall we say, beck and call. We wish to express the love that does exist beyond any, shall we say, televised religious teaching you've had. We can't even begin to convey the essence of the energy that's available if you but ask for it and reach for it and are willing to accept it. You don't have to proclaim any belief structure. It's there whether you believe it or not. Those of you wishing to continue the exploration are welcome to enter our doorstep at any moment, anytime, anywhere. Blessings to you all. Thank you for allowing us to pontificate in this session, and we look forward to pontificating in the future. Blessings to you all as you go through your day, to you and yours. And don't forget to turn around and love those little ones at your legs. They don't last very long. Blessings once again. And that's Gabe for today.
Thank you. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I always feel good after that.
Okay.
There's flash in the pan. They come and they go. Sort of like UFOs.
Hope they're better than that. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in. We do appreciate it. And we will be back next Friday at 9 a.m. And for those of you who heard me say earlier, A5 Says and Sherry Beery will be most likely be here on Sunday at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Monday mornings, we have tea time with Naturally Divine Goddess, Shauna Sellers at 7-ish. Eastern time. Oh, sorry, 7-ish Mountain Standard Time, 10 o'clock-ish Eastern time. And we say the ish because if you are waiting around 8 o'clock and you still haven't found her, be patient. She's coming. But most likely, I mean, she was earlier this week, so hopefully she'll be earlier next week as well. And tea time is great because tea time tells the energy of the week. Next would be the collective reading, tarot reading. And finally, she ends with personal tarot reading. So it's a great time. And she will be on episode 51 coming up on Monday. So it's exciting that she made to 50 episodes. So we're looking forward to the next 50 and beyond. Okay, on Tuesday, it is Susan Grayson and myself, Julie Kerran, Love Riot Warriors at 8 a.m. on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, it is Calling the Angels, 11:11 with Bonnie Morris and myself at 10 o'clock on Wednesdays. Wednesday evenings are for A5 Says and Sonoran Mystic Tarot, Angie and Dawn, and any guests they may have. And that's at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. On Thursday mornings, it's the Sonoran Mystic Tarot, along with Naturally Divine Goddess, Shauna Sellers, at, again, 10-ish on Eastern Time and 7-ish around on Mountain Standard Time. And then we'll be back on Friday at 9 a.m. So looking forward to seeing all of you guys again. Tell your friends, please share, like, as we've put in the messages. But the more we can get these messages to, the better off we all are. And we can raise the vibrations. As if anyone read the description, that's what we're here for, along with giving messages. Okay.
Secrets of you.
Yes. And thank you so much for coming in. Love and light to you.
Adios, amigos. Hasta la vista, as Arnold says.
Hasta
Love and
la
light.
vista, baby. Okay.